Hi everyone, this is Noor and welcome back to my channel. So today, this is my final and the saddest video ever here on my channel, honestly. This is the final video for my series to Makeup Revolution and Friends collection that they came up with. If you guys haven't watched already, I already have 2 videos up there for my series 2, but I also have 3 videos uploaded already on my channel from the series 1 as well. I have the full collection and the full looks here for you guys on my channel. You can go ahead and check them out. But today for my final look, I am using the Lobster palette, and I have to say I am quite impressed with this one, way much more than the other 2, to be honest. Honestly, the pigments of this and the colors in this, it's so up my alley. It's definitely my shades and colors in here. Like, this palette screams my name, and I know a lot of you guys might relate to it. If you guys really into like burgundy tones and whatever, then you're going to love this palette. But this is the look I came up with. If you guys want to see how I created it, please keep on watching. Alright, so this is the look that we are going for today, and I have to say I really like it. I like this one, I do. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes. I'm using the P. Louise primer. This is in Rumor 1. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of that on my eyelid, and then taking my finger and I'm just going to smudge that and blend it. And then I'm gonna take my sponge and I'm going to really blend it in place. Alright, so this is the palette that we are using today, and the first shade I'm going to be taking is this one right here, and the name of this one is called Ultimate Fighting Champion, and I really like the name of this one. And I'm just gonna grab it with a big eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to be dusting that on the brow bone just to kind of lighten up the brow bone area and also like modify it a little bit more. But this is also going to be helping with all that blending as well. You can definitely go ahead and also apply the shade everywhere as well if you want. That's also an option, but I'm only going to be putting it on the brow bone, and I also dragged it a little bit to the inner corners as well. Next color I'm taking is this one right here, and this is called Racecar Bed, and it's such a beautiful shade. I was really surprised how this color actually turned out to be like, because it kind of looks like a taupey brownish kind of color, but it ended up being quite pink on my skin tone, believe it or not. I will show you what I mean. So I'm just gonna grab this color and I'm going to apply this color onto the crease area. And I'm also going to be blending it on the inner corners right here. Kind of have it touch to the brows and just slowly start blending it along the crease line. And I'm also going to be concentrating this color mainly on the outer crease, because I really want to have that background color kind of like peek through. Next color I took is this one right here. This is called Beef Trifle, and this one is very pigmented, that you're going to see just in a sec. And I'm just going to add a little bit of that onto my brush, and I'm going to concentrate this color mainly more on the outer corners. Look how pigmented that is. It just popped. I'm just really surprised about the formula for this palette. I mean, they did a good job on this one, but the other 2, I don't know what happened, to be honest. If you guys haven't watched my other videos, I already did 2 videos from the series 2 here on my channel. But I have to say, this palette right here, the Lobster palette, I am quite impressed with the pigments and also the shades as well. I mean, I really like them a lot. So I'm just gonna grab whatever I have left on my brush. I'm gonna dust on the lower lash line here, and I'm also going to be winging the shadow out very lightly to kind of have that shadowy wing look going on. Next color is this one right here, and I have to say this is like the star of the palette, to be honest, and this is called Bagpipes, sorry, I like switch the words around, but this is Bagpipes, and this one is such a beautiful burgundy kind of color. On my skin it kind of looks pinkish, but actually it's kind of like a nice burgundy shade that I really like. And I'm gonna go ahead and apply this color on the eyelid area, and I'm also going to be blending it out to the crease. So if you guys could tell, like, the pigment for this one is, it's there. It's not super opaque, but it's there. Like, you can definitely see it. And I'm applying it very lightly on my brush as well. But the more you're going to apply of this color, the more it's going to show, obviously. And I'm going very lightly and just slowly building up the color as long as I go. Okay, once the color is there, I'm just going to take that brush that I used for the other shades, and I'm going to lightly start fading and blending this color into the crease. And I'm also going to be taking a little bit Racecar Bed again, and I'm just going to, this is going to help me blend out that burgundy shade. I have a clean brush. I'm going to be taking that first color that I used to highlight the brow bone, and it's called Ultimate Fighting Champion, on a clean brush, and there's nothing on this one. And I'm just going to start blending everything together, especially on the outer corner right here. This is just going to help smudge all the colors in and have a better fading effect as well. I'm going to be taking a little bit of this color. This is called 10, and this is a more on like kind of like a brick kind of color. And I'm gonna grab it with my brush that I've been using this whole time in the crease. I'm very lightly on my brush. I'm going to dust it on the outer corners right here. This is just going to give that background color a little bit more definition, but also just darkening it up a little bit. I'm taking 10 again with a very small brush, and I'm going to be putting 10 all over the lower lash line, but I'm also going to be smoking it out. I am getting a little bit of fallout, but that is quite normal. I'm also going to be taking back pipes again, the color that I applied on my lid, and I'm going to also put it with the shade 10 on the lower lash line. I'm actually going to be taking it with a pencil brush, and I'm going to blend that color with the 10 color that I applied before. Now I'm going to be taking this color right here. This is called Stevie the TV. And this is just a nice brown color that I'm going to be putting on the outer corners and also winging it out as well. I'm actually using the same brush that I used to apply number 10. And I am going to apply it on the outer corners right here. And I'm going to be winging it out following my natural line. And I'm just going to wing it out like this. And I'm just going to pack this color, and I'm going to slowly make that wing thicker, but also joining it to the upper lash line. To make this part easier, you can always go ahead and apply a tape, but I wouldn't really do that because it's going to remove all the colors that you have, except if you kind of remove the tackiness of the tape on the back of your hand before applying it on. Or you can go ahead and just freestyle it like I did. It's really easy if you follow your waterline and you kind of like follow that line and go upward with it. But you also have to go a little bit lower than that line, so just join it with the lower lash line. It will make it very easy for you as well. But I'm just gonna go ahead and make this color a bit darker, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pack a little bit more of that shadow, and I'm going to blend the rest onto the other colors. Now I'm gonna be taking this color right here. This is called Rosita the Seat, I think, or the chair. This is called Rosita the Cedar. I don't know why I said Rosita the chair, because I just, you know, thought about the Barcalanger of Joey, and he called it Rosita. And I am going to take a little bit of that, and I'm going to blend that brown out, but only the edges, just to kind of make it seamless. It's gonna give you that smokier effect look to it, and I really like this a lot. Now we cannot forget about the inner corners. We have to brighten that baby up, and this is the color that I am using, and it's this one right here. and I really like it. I'm actually using it dry just to show you how it's gonna look dry. In the other two palettes I had to use the inner corner shade wet, and this is called Planiversary. It's hard to say, but this is called Planiversary, and it's such a beautiful, like a champagne kind of color, and I really like it. And I'm grabbing it with a small eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to pop this color onto the tear duct area. In the waterline, I'm going to be using a chromographic pencil from MAC, and this is called Basic Red. And it's actually a red liner that is safe for the eyes. These are eye pencils, just an FYI. And this one, I'm just going to pop this color on the waterline. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply mascara and lashes, but I'm still gonna be back to finish up the eyes with you guys because I want to show you how I created this kind of like a winged inner tear duct with just a liquid liner without actually putting the liquid liner all over. So I'm not gonna put a liner on top here. It's just going to be the lashes. The lashes I am using, these are from MFMA, as like I always use MFMA here on my channel, but these are the Pro Glam. I will leave the link in the info box down below where you can get them, but you can also use my code LBBYND for 10% off as well. My link is going to be in the info box for you guys down below. And then for lashes, I am using my mascara. This is my Benefit The Real mascara, which is my top favorite mascara. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pop these two on, and I'll be back to show you guys how to create that inner corner wing. Okay, so the lashes are on. Okay, so I did not put a liner on my upper lash line, but the trick with this is that you really need to take your real lashes and the false lashes and kind of like squish them together so it looks quite seamless for you to go ahead and create that wing. So that is what I did. I just take a tweezer. It's a safe tweezer. It's actually a tweezer for lashes, and I'm just gonna go ahead and press both together. And then from there, I can go ahead and apply the winged liner in the inner corners, if you guys know what I mean, or the extended liner. So I'm going to be using my Kat Von D Tattoo Trooper liner. And I'm just going to go very close to the upper lashes and apply my liner and kind of join it or match it up to the lashes that you applied. Just like that. And then I am going to, this is a bit harder to film, to have you guys see it at the same time that I am doing it, but I'm gonna try my best. And I'm just gonna follow up with the other eye as much as possible. I'm gonna follow up the line. I wanna have it straight as much as possible as well. So once you have that liner done right there, I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of join it, but I'm creating this. And I'm just going to be filling it in. So there you have it. I highly apologize if you guys weren't able to see it that well. I'll try to make another video and really do a one-on-one video just about liquid liners. Let me know if you want that in the comments down below, and I'll definitely go ahead and do that for you guys. I think it will help a lot of you, especially if you guys want to learn how to do a winged liner. So I'm just going to go ahead and zoom out a little bit so you guys could see how I am going to be contouring and blushing up my face as well. Okay, for contouring and highlighting, I'm using my face palette from Makeup Revolution and Friends. I mean, I've used this in my other two videos and I'm using it for this one as well. And I'm going to be using Chai right here to contour my face and blending a little bit of Macchiato as well. And then for highlighting, just here in the inner corners and matte highlight, I'm going to be using Cappuccino, this one. And then for shimmery highlight, obviously Black Coffee up there. So I'm going to go ahead and do all of that, and I'm going to fast forward the whole process. Before doing that, I'm just going to go ahead and dust off the powder here because I was baking my face. So that is dusted, and then let's go and contour. Okay, so my camera died and I don't have enough battery. I'm really sorry, so I have to kind of rush this, and I really hate doing that, but I apologize. But I'm gonna try to film everything before my battery dies. For blush, I'm actually going to be taking Racecar Bed from this palette, and I'm just going to apply that on my cheeks, just a tiny bit of it, and I'm just going to kind of blend it upwards. And I'm just going to highlight with Black Coffee, but before I do that, I'm just going to go ahead and spray my face. I'm using my Milk Hydro Grip primer spray, setting spray. Alrighty, let me go ahead and fix up my hair and I'll be back to show you guys the lips. Okay, so the hair is done. It was honestly, it was waved before, but I just kind of went ahead and I touched it up. If you guys are wondering how I did this kind of like really loose, airy, I don't know how to call it, waves, I honestly just used my Dyson for this one, and it works very well. I disconnected, I would show you, but I'm also running out of battery, and if you guys want me to do another video how I styled my hair with my Dyson, how I curled my hair with my Dyson, let me know and I'll definitely going to do that. So let's go ahead and finish up this look and apply some lips on, and I'm going to be using two. I am going to be using my Huda Beauty. This is the liquid lipstick in Venus, one of my favorite formulas, to be honest with you guys. I love the formula of those, they are amazing. And I'm also going to be using the Monica gloss as well from the Makeup Revolution and Friends. So let's go ahead and apply this cute little combo. I forgot how good this smells. The smell reminds me of my honeymoon because I wore this all the time. Okay, so that's how the color looks like. It looks really nice matte without the gloss, but since I'm doing this kind of Friends series, and in my other two palettes that I did here, I did use the gloss, so I will do it for this video as well. And this is the Monica gloss, so I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it right on top of this one, and I'm only going to kind of add it in the middle. Alrighty, you guys, this is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Honestly, for this one, I'm pretty impressed. I have to say this palette is my favorite one so far. So if you guys want to buy a palette from their series 2, this one is the one. Hands down, I really like the pigment. I really like the colors of this one as well. I really hope you guys enjoyed my series 1 and series 2 videos that I did for this huge collection that Makeup Revolution came up with. And I have to say, Friends is one of my favorite TV show, and it will always be my favorite TV show. Just an FYI. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked this video, please throw me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And if you have any questions or concerns, just leave them all in the comments down below, and I will definitely answer everything that you have on mind. Just leave it all down there. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!